So to enter that, I suggest working with prana like I do the last Karta times and this time again. So I will share with you now this practice of it's a victory of the self, of the higher self, and by joining the flow of life. So the first pranayama will work on the lungs capacity and that connection to relieve sorrow, relieve this constriction, this confinement for some people, like the virus did. You know, it stopped you to breathe. It put you in a very small volume. So what we want is to expand the lungs capacity. We want to expand and dissolve any sense of sorrow and smallness and just give the space within as big as it is outside for us now. So renew the flow of prana. This is first part. How we do that? We're gonna bring our hands like this. So the forearm are in the front and we break the wrist so there is no tension in the hands and the wrist. And it's, you open the chest and we're gonna first start moving the shoulder up and down, powerfully with a sneeze in and out, powerfully. You notice that my hands are not moving, only the shoulder. So you have to find the tricks. So your elbows are following and the forearms are following, so they hardly move, but everything, the focus is on the shoulder. This is a connection, you know, with the 8 dorsal, the middle of your back, and the shoulder blade movement. This is, you know, at the moment of death, like we are now, we are dying to the old man. When you are about to die, what happens is the muscles in your shoulder blade are getting crampy, tense, tight, very hard. And so every time we are afraid to die and the death reaction come, then we squeeze it, we squeeze it. So what we do by this one is we relax everything that is tension coming from the death process we're all going through. We are dying to the old. We're dying to all things that were our joy, our simplicity before, and now it becomes totally out of order, but it gives the tension. Gosh, how can I go? How can I move? How am I going to get out of this? It's too constricting. And then the sorrow, oh God, I'm going to be separate from that. I'm never going to get that again. Or what about this old way of living, our vacation and blah, blah, blah. So who knows what's going to happen. So you're going to, and it's also like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Unload your back, unload what you carry on your shoulder. You don't need to carry anything. This is not your job. Let the divine plan unfold and you drop your apprehension, your sorrow, your fears. So that's the first part, 7 minutes, and it's not the end of it. So in this first part, you 7 minutes do this powerfully, just up and down your shoulder. And when you have done that, you keep the posture of your arms the same. Now what we're gonna do is 5 long and deep inhale, exhale through the mouth. So we go like, like if you're drowning and you want to take more air. 5 times. And the last one, you inhale. And you inhale more all the way up. You lock it and you start moving the right shoulder back 5 times. Then the left 5 times. And then you move in a circular motion like this 5 times, holding the breath in. And then exhale through the nose. Again. This is one special breath. You understand? We do this 3 times. So inhale, exhale 5 times through the mouth. The last time you inhale maximum, hold the breath, roll the shoulder 5 times backwards. First the right, then the left, and then you go in twisting the shoulder forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. 5 times the same from the right shoulder. You count on one shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's it. And then sneeze out. All this is happening holding the breath. And then again. And we do this sequence 3 times. And when this is done, you have done the first part, which is going to be about 11 minutes. Then the second part is this 2 point here on the forehead. There are soft point, acupuncture point that, you know, when nothing works, you're all as this, every human being going into a catastrophe says, oh God, what's going to happen? Do you know why we do that? To balance the left and right energy, left and right brain, but not only the whole field of masculine and feminine energy in the mind space. You bring them together. So whenever you have big question, difficulty to choose, you don't know what the outcome is, what the solution is, you're totally confused, you do that. Yes? So we're going to practice this with an amazing breath, which is breath of fire. So as we want to stimulate this navel point, that was your point of umbilic, connected when you were receiving life in the womb. When we do breath of fire, we activate this life flow very, very much. And this will purify. So the first one was renew the flow. Now we purify and we clean this flow with the breath of fire. It will purify the blood. It will accelerate the circulation, make it easier, and give a better quality of your blood. So, and then the mind together, when you split it, when you don't know what to decide, when you don't know where to go, and you just do it like this. So we want to have the upper chest open. You don't want to be like this, you know, no. You want to be open and bring the palm, both palm on this forehead like this, yeah? You keep your chin in, the diaphragm is up, the upper chest is up, and we go breath of fire, pulsing the navel. With your inner eyes, you focus on this point, and the palm, you feel these 2 points. So it makes a triangle like this, yeah? And you feel it, yeah? And you pulse the navel, that's the other triangle. The 2 point with the navel. And you stimulate the navel. Breath of fire is shallow, you remember? Very shallow, but quick. And you must do this 11 minutes. When you do breath of fire this way, 11 minutes, if you do this every day, it's gonna just make yourself much easy, much lighter, blood circulation much better, and it can cure many diseases. So it will definitely help your glands and your immune system. It will help everything. So remember that, put your hands like this, keep your upper chest up and open, chin in, close your eyes, focus on the third eye, and breath of fire. Try to do this breath of fire, shallow, powerful, and 11 minutes. This is our second part. And the third part, it is meditation and pranayama, that we call it meditation for the flow of life, which is exactly where we are. I have prescribed that techniques at the end of the Nabi Kriya, so many people in the level 1 are doing this right now. But I want to share this with everybody because this is really the time to join the flow of life. So I will explain it right here so everyone can have it properly. This comes from a very old tantric practice where you do it with yourself. So it is sun and moon energy that are balancing through this exercise. And of course, we're gonna activate this energy through the central channel. So what we do is we bring the left arm on the side, and we're gonna have the palm facing down. The left palm facing down, and we keep it horizontal, tiny bit above the shoulder, tiny bit, mostly horizontal. But you don't want to start like this because it will flex down, definitely. So just let's keep it like this, stretch on this side. Now from the right palm, this is a very sensitive movement, a very precise and subtle. So what you want is with the palm, you're gonna go down on the side, making circle, and you grasp the energy from the earth in the root chakra, and you bring it up, and then you make a big circle on the side with your right palm, yeah? So it turns like this. So I don't know if I can show you better with the whole body, but you are like this, and the palm goes like this. It's very, and this is not really moving your hands. You are entering the flow of life. When you move intentionally, you're gonna start creating a vortex, but when the energy starts moving, the energy will move your arms. So it is really the movement of the universe, the flow of life. This is what we call the flow of life meditation. And you're gonna inhale when the hands goes up all the way to above the head and turn on the side. So when you inhale, it is through the puckle mouth. You go like, and when you exhale through the nose, it goes down. Is a long, deep breath and very slow. It goes with, it's a full breath. So you go. There is an option where you can eventually go to the left with your head when you inhale through the mouth. And then turn your head to the right when you exhale to the right. This is optional. If you feel disturbed, you need to keep your eyes closed and focus on the third eye. This is your focus is on the third eye, and then the breath goes with the palm. You feel the energy in your palm, the one looking down, bringing all the flow that you move. And so the left arm is actually dynamic, very tense, very solid, very solar. So the moon side, usually we make it solar. We balance it with the polarity. And the right one that usually is very outgoing, we make it very soft and very feminine, like a moon movement, like a moon energy. That means the arms that is moving First, of course, you need to initiate the movement, but after that, you're going to feel the energy you have moved is moving your arms, and the arms goes like very gracefully, very softly, very nicely with the breath, very, very slow. So it goes like, through this meditation, you're gonna see yourself suck in the new vortex, in the new life flow of the Aquarian age, and you are letting yourself go inside. You're moving, and you are balancing the masculine and feminine energy, so you can be as passive you can to receive guidance, trust, support, attraction of all communication you need. You can also be very proactive and spontaneous and solid. So the left arm will be your steadiness. You don't want to compensate. You don't want to keep the spine, flex in the side. You want to, the spine will balance the disbalance, the dissymmetry between the soft side of the right arm and the tense side of the left. You've got to stay in your axis. So this is an amazing practice to give yourself 11 minutes. And now we have our 3 different steps of breath we do. This combination is just great for what you have to go through this month. So people were asking me, should I do it before sadhana, la la la. I think that was the idea. If when you do a kriya in the morning, you can do that practice just before. You can do it separately if you don't do your practice, but if you do sadhana practice, this is supposed to be done just to start your practice. Before going into the kriya, you do this activation of prana and apana and sushumna. Because this time we're going to work on the 3 channel, prana, apana, sushumna, and the activation of that energy will be with you.